Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing great today. Today's topic is really exciting. The topic is about the secret to happiness. But first of all, I would like to thank all of my subscribers for your support, and I would like to request that you turn on your bell notification to be notified when I release a new video. Please don't forget to leave me comments on the videos as well and some feedback, because it helps to keep me motivated. So most people are unhappy with their lives and stressed. They're stressed about things and wonder how things are going to change. They wonder, why can't they be happier? Why can't they be happier for longer? So today I'm going to share with you the secret to lasting happiness. Before I let you know the secret to lasting happiness, please understand it's something that's easy for me to explain, it's easy for you to understand, but it's something that's going to take practice, and I mean daily practice. So make sure you stick around to the end, because if you can master this, you can stay happier for longer and you can be happier more often. Let's have a think about all the negative emotions we experience during the day and see where they come from. Sadness, pain, despair, hurt, rejection. These all stem from events that have taken place in the past. And every time we go back to those memories, they come back again and again. Let's look at some other ones. Fear, anxiety, worry, stress. These emotions stem from concerns about events that may take place in the future. So before I keep going on with the explanations further, I will give you the secret to happiness. The secret to happiness is to live in the present moment. I told you earlier, easy for me to explain to you, easy for you to understand, but hard to practice. It's like going to the gym. You want to get fit, you need to exercise. So you need to go at least a few days a week until you expand your fitness. It's the same thing with mental exercise. You will need to practice it daily, go over it again and again until you perfect it. Now that I have told you the secret, let me explain how it works. Most people dwell on the past, especially negative events from the past. They stress about it. They stress about past events. They bring those emotions into their now. And then they stress about future events. And while they're focusing on what may happen in the future, they're negatively affecting their now again. I'll give you my personal example. I came from a broken home. I was very upset and angry all the time, blaming my past for everything. Due to that, I manifested a lot of negative energy inside me, started building up over time health issues. I became weak and sickly, always going in and out of hospital. I was always thinking about the past, bringing the past into my future. I was just living like that for a long time. I was haunted by it. Not a good way to live. So, you know how opposites attract. This is really funny because my husband is quite the opposite. He's always worried about the future. Oh, what if this doesn't work? What about this? When is this going to happen? Etc., right? So I have to keep reminding him to live in the moment. And it's actually quite funny because he's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Because he asks me as well, how are you able to stay happy all the time? And I keep reminding him, hun, stay in the moment. You know, it's a work in progress. I am working on him, but I'm getting there. It wasn't until later on in life I actually had a spiritual awakening, and it made me realize what I was doing to myself. So what I was doing was I was living in the past. I was just going over and over past events and kept bringing it into my present. I realized then that being in the present moment is so important, especially for a fulfilling life. And since that day, I worked at being in the present. I did whatever I could to educate myself and to keep practicing living in the moment. Every time a negative thought would come in or a worry would come in, stressed out about something, I'd be conscious of it. I would remind myself, hey, hang on a minute. Be the ruler of your mind. That's the way I kept practicing, and that's the way I was. And these days, it's become a part of my life. I'm so much happier. Things can come crumbling down around me. It doesn't matter. I'm happy. I see the good in everything. I have a belief, a very strong belief. Out of every bad situation, there is always something good or great that actually comes out of it. You don't realize it at that moment, but believe me, if you have faith and trust, you will know in time. Just believe. And people ask me all the time, how do you stay so happy? And I just tell them, I have faith. I have trust. I'm connected with the universe. I know that if things go wrong, it's just the universe's way of aligning me where I should be. You just have to have that belief. So in my examples earlier, it's easy to see the sadness, fear, anxiety, the negative emotions that come from the past and the future. So this is where most people live. They focus on all the mistakes they made throughout their life and all the things they could have done differently, the people that hurt them, events that have happened, the mishaps. So basically all the past events. It all makes them unhappy because they brought that into their present and they're not living in the moment. On the other hand, everyone is also always worried about the future. They're worried about if there's not enough money. They're worried about when they retire. They're worried about if they're going to be able to pay the next bill. Stressed out about deadlines, their tasks, whether their presentation for their boss is going to be the way they want it to come across or not, if the boss will be happy. So they're potentially worried about future events that haven't even happened yet. And once again, they are not living in the present moment. The secret is to live in the present moment. I know I have said that time and time again in this video, but I cannot stress it enough. But for some reason, everyone finds it incredibly difficult to do it. They're unhappy, they're stressed in their lives, but when they do practice this, I know it takes effort. You will get those thoughts creeping in, those negative thoughts, the worry, the stress, oh, what if this happens, that happens? You've just got to be aware of your thoughts. Be conscious of them. Be the ruler of your mind. Notice when it happens. And then practice, right, I've realized this is going on. Let's stay in the moment. And all of a sudden, your vibration rises, your energy just shifts, and things start to change around you. You just feel different. Your body posture just changes, and things just start to change around you. You start attracting happier events. You know, just happier things, more positive things start to happen in your life. It's like, it's incredible. You just can't understand it, but it does happen. For example, if you are with your family, enjoy the time you are spending with them. Cherish that moment. Not just be amongst them because you need to be and then your mind is somewhere else. Don't think about what happened at work today or the events that happened throughout the day. What could have happened, what might have happened, unless they're happy thoughts. But what I'm saying again and again is just be in the moment and be happy with your time with your family. Yes, I know you need to do things. I totally understand. But do them happily. Do them to the best of your ability and leave the outcome to the universe and stop worrying about it. Just have that belief. As I said before, we run on vibration. The happier you are, the higher your vibration will rise. The higher your vibration, the more positive you are. The more positive you are, the more positive events you will attract in your life. And believe me, they will just come out of the blue like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. You will not expect them, but when you are positive, you connect with the universe and the most amazing things just happen in your life. And I mean everywhere you go, who you attract, the people you meet, the events that take place. It's just incredible and it's enlightening, and I just want you to experience that for yourself, because I've been there as one of those people from the past. I've been the ones that worry about the future, and once I learned to live in the present moment, it's the most amazing feeling you'll feel in your life. You feel it from soul level, and I mean from the inside out. Another thing that will happen is something that happened to me, and I noticed that happened to others who have been through the same thing, is that you'll start to appreciate the little things in life, the things that you don't normally realize that pass you by. I call this your daily magic. It's like if a butterfly passes you by, or you see a beautiful bird in the sky. You may be walking in the street. You might be working in the city. You walk past a lot of people every day. What if one person walks past you and gives you the most beautiful and warmest smile? It just gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling inside of you that you just keep with you all day. And this is what happens when you live in the moment. So just to summarize, stop living in the past, because that's exactly what it is. It's the past. Don't worry about the future, because it hasn't happened yet. Live in the present moment. So I hope you found the content helpful. Also, don't forget to check out my guided meditations and get started with your meditation journey, as meditation is a great way to start towards practicing living in the moment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Until next time, as usual, stay blessed.